think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Thank you for clicking on this video. As you can tell, if you've seen a few videos before, I'm joined by my mum. Today we're going to film quite an interesting one. I think the only things we filmed before was a cooking video. Actually, two cooking videos.
Cookery. One tasting.
Yeah, and I think just like odd vlogs and stuff here and there. So my mum's not actually been on my channel, I suppose, to get to know her and like our relationship much. I don't really film too much of like personal stuff, I guess. It's just like when we're out and about, family things. But yeah, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be filming a trend that's gone around for quite a while now. I'm a little bit late to the bandwagon, but it's the asking my mum questions that you're too afraid to ask yours. So if there's any kind of taboo topics, questions that maybe people my age or like teenagers wouldn't think to ask their parents, or maybe wouldn't want to know, and there's some nice ones in there, so we're just going to go through. I've got them on my phone. I wrote them down earlier and took a photo. My mum has not seen any of the questions. I think I've got about 15. So yeah, we're just going to go through them and get to know my mum a little bit more. Before we do jump in though, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me, and do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay, we're jumping straight in the deep end here with a little bit of a, ooh, do I want to answer this? So the question is, when did you lose your virginity and to who?
Oh my. I was under 16. That would have been many years ago.
Do you remember?
I remember a guy called Robert who was a year older than me in school.
So you someone you knew from school?
Yes.
Were you dating?
No.
Just
like a thing.
just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it a bad experience or a good experience?
It was one of those, can anybody tell now that I've had sex? Kind of like on the school bus when you're about 15 and was like, can anyone tell? Do they know? If they're looking at me, can they tell?
I don't think that was really a thing like with us. Like, I think my friendship group in school was, everyone just said, like when we went to house parties and stuff, like you just knew what everyone had been up to.
Sleeping with was called getting on, wasn't it? Get on.
No. When you get, that's like kissing. So you're making out with someone. Oh, I got on him. Or
see, getting on someone is like having sex.
Yeah. See that? No, that wasn't. Question 2: was I a mistake?
You were not a mistake. You were not planned, but you were not a mistake.
I was a mistake. I knew that. You've told me that before. That obviously I wasn't a planned child because I've asked.
Yeah.
But like, when you found out how did you find out you're pregnant?
I took a pregnancy test because I suspected that I was pregnant.
Why? Like, did you have symptoms?
On break from work, and I was a little bit late back to work, and they were like, why are you late? And I was like, because I'm pregnant.
How old are you? 23?
24.
No, you were 24.
I was 24.
No, you were 23, and then the day after you turned 24. That's what you
I
told
thought
me.
it was the other way around. 24 when I was pregnant with you, 25 when I had you.
I don't know, I always thought you were 23 and then 24 the day after. Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, my birthday is the 5th of April and my mum's is the 6th. So
she was born a day before my birthday, and then on my birthday I got to bring her home. What a surprise.
I'm such a lovely present.
So 24 when I was pregnant with you, 25 the day I came home with you.
Oh, fair enough.
Your math's never been a strong point, darling.
I can't. Question 3. Growing up, what did you think you wanted to do for a living?
Well, when I was very young, my mum told me that I wanted to be a lady doctor or a vet. When I was in school and more aware of what people chose to be when they were older, I didn't have a clue. I really didn't know.
No, I was the same. Just growing up.
I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to be. I kind of fell into administration and office work very well. I'm quite organised and methodical, just the way that I work.
Methodical. That's to do with maths.
Methodical, kind of like organised. It's part of
Oh.
calculate. Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
I suppose it's the way that you think about things. You think about things in a methodical way. Organised.
Mathological.
Mathological.
Question 4. What was your relationship with your parents like growing up?
My mother and father separated and divorced when I was 3.
You were only 3?
Yes. So I went to live with Nana and
I thought
Grancher
you were older than that.
in Monmouth during their separation and divorce.
Okay.
So I've only really known a separated upbringing, if that makes
Same as
any
me then.
sense. So mum's side of the family and dad's side of the family are quite different. One's
Very different.
working class and one's very middle class, I would say.
Would you?
Mum's side of the family, so all the uncles and...
Would you say granddad's side's like more middle class?
I think so, yeah.
You
You think about Auntie Corrine and...
Or would you say they're middle class? Because they're still like...
Working middle class.
So your relationship with them though, so obviously they split and you...
Very close
lived
to
with
mum,
Nan
obviously, because I was living with mum after, you know, the separation.
Yeah.
But she was working a lot. So I suppose I kind of like raised myself a little bit. Went to see dad every fortnight, and that was where a little bit more of the structure and discipline maybe came into my life.
Yeah. And that's what you all said, is like granddad was a lot more strict and disciplined.
But it's made me very independent, and I think that's what I've passed on to you as well.
Yeah. Question 5. Have you ever gotten into trouble with the police? For something bad?
No. Yes.
No. Yes. No. Yes.
Maybe a little bit. When I was 16, I had a motorbike, a Yamaha DT50, because I was a little bit of a tomboy. And one summer we were on a riverbank, me and a couple of friends, and I was giving them piggybacks up and down the riverbank, and the neighbours called the police.
Why?
Because of the noise. Those crazy girls going up and down the riverbank on a motorbike.
What did they say to you?
They just come and sort of like took my name, and then I had to go and give a statement, and they just told me off a little bit.
You had to give a statement because you were riding a bike.
You know, sort of like that I wouldn't do it again. And yes, so sorry, I've been a naughty girl, but I won't do it again.
So you have, well, you don't think that's
It was just
the
a
worst
statement.
trouble you've been in the police?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you would have done something a lot worse. Question 6. This is kind of nice on my behalf. What is your favourite thing about me?
I love your drive, your determination, your ambition. You don't enter into things lightly, you always dream big, and I think that's a really, really good quality. It's something that I've never tried to take away from you. It's something I've always tried to push you forward with. Tried to direct you and guide you through your college when you didn't quite feel that you wanted to stay there. I've always seen the ability that you have, always capable of doing things, so just keep on pushing and wanting more, and I think that's great. You didn't give up, even though you wanted to.
No, I try and give up at a lot of things and then just think, no, come on, last little bit. Question 7. This might be tough because I tried to have a think and I couldn't really like pick something, but favourite memory of us so far?
I think my favourite recent memory has got to be your graduation. Watching you graduate, when you had that wonderful sunny day and you looking amazing in your gown and cap. I just thought that was super. You know, it's what you'd put your effort into, and to see you graduate was something special.
What about when I was younger? Can you think of like a favourite memory of maybe when I was growing up? And
your dance. I loved the fact that when you were very young, I'd go and watch you dance in ballet, and you always used to get your higher honours.
Was I good?
You were very good until you decided that you didn't want to go anymore. You were about 11 or 12 and decided you liked boys more than ballet.
I don't like boys.
I don't want to go anymore.
I
It's
don't
not
remember.
cool.
Pardon me? Pardon me?
But then street dance, you carried on with street dance as well.
I think
you?
dance has
And it
always
was
been
lovely
a part
to see
of
you
growing up.
dance.
Like I've always liked dancing, but I don't remember like in my head when I decided to quit ballet, or like the reason why. I was just like, I don't want to do it anymore.
When you wanted to quit ballet, because obviously we put so much time and effort into it, going every week and paying your you know, fees for you to be able to go, and then when you said, oh, I don't want to go anymore, I was kind of like...
But I think if I, like, knowing the person I am now, I don't think I'd be, I don't know, I couldn't see me being a ballerina, like actually doing it now.
But not everybody does the ballet just to be like a prima ballerina on a stage. They do it for exercise, they do it for poise.
But then I feel like if I...
And then you could go somewhere cool and they'd be like, who are you? What do you do? I'm a ballerina.
That's not that cool. I mean, to some people it might be, but I wrote question 8, are you actually proud of me? Like, as a person, as your child?
Yeah, I am. I think that you've grown up with really, really good values. You really, really care for family and friends. You're not a spiteful person. You are a little bit selfish. Very selfish. She doesn't share her food, you know that, don't you?
Well, yeah, but...
So that's maybe one thing that you could work on, is your
We'll get to that in a minute. Question 9. Have you ever done drugs?
Hello.
More than... This is our dog, by the way.
Recreational drugs, yes. I did do much more so when I was younger, and did also smoke a little bit of wacky backy up until a couple of years ago. That's what Nana would have called it, because I used to share a spliff with her as well.
What, Nan's mum? Nana? Or Grandad's mum?
Nanny M.
What, why are you calling Nana?
She's Nan, isn't she?
Yeah, but I don't call her Nana. Nana.
Shh, nobody knows that.
Well, they do now.
I know.
To be fair, that doesn't surprise me though. I feel like if you'd actually offered
She's-
her one now, she'd still take it.
She's a problem child, isn't she? She is.
Question 10. Worst job memory or story? Like one of the worst things you could like remember from a job.
The job before this, I was working in Concord, and the guy, the owner there, Rob, was...
Right. Start again, because just in case this circles, do you really want people to actually find this and you talking names?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on then, start again.
The owner, Rob, was a little bit of a male chauvinist pig, and was quite, I suppose, derogatory sometimes towards women. Didn't really think that they were worth much, even though I was very, very good at my job. He used to put me down often, and he could always tell if I was a little bit low, and he'd try and, you know, pick on me a little bit and make me cry. Until I found my strength towards the end, and I told him that he was victimising me and really upsetting me, and he was like, oh, hang on now a minute, Claire, you know, I think you're misunderstanding here. And I was like, I don't think I am, Rob. I don't think I am, Rob. Needless to say, within 6 months I'd left.
Question 11. Have you ever wanted to start a business or go in a different direction? If so, what direction or what business would you own? Like, is this something you've actually ever thought of, or you've just never?
I'm not very much of an entrepreneur, thinking about things that, you know, are new and that people haven't done before. So if it's already been done, you know, it's quite a competitive market out there.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that if my ex-partner Mike had got into the painting and decorating a lot more, you know, I would have helped him with his side of the business, with all the accounts and the paperwork and such. Because there are some people that have gone then into business themselves and pushed bigger and harder to make like a painting and decorating business, you know, a lot better.
Yeah.
But so I would have gone that side of things, maybe with doing accounts and administration for a business that I might have owned together.
But still, that's kind of still within the sector that you do already, as accounting and admin type stuff. Yeah. So you've never really thought like, oh, maybe I want to completely change direction and, I don't know, make, I don't know, a craft business business,
Mm-hmm.
or
I
I don't
think
know, go
this-
and be a vet.
The same as everyone else. I just want to like rescue all the animals and have them all live with me. And
It would be nice to own a sanctuary.
Mm.
This is a little bit funny. Question 12. The weirdest place you've had sex. I don't know if I want to know this.
Up a mountain.
Just out on
Just
a mountain.
out.
What, in broad daylight or at night?
Kind of like early evening.
Did you not think about like, what if someone walks up here?
Well, it was in the mountain, you know.
Yeah, but people walk up mountains.
Go and check behind a bush.
So you think that's the weirdest place?
Yeah.
This is kind of going back to something you were saying earlier. Question 13. What's something you dislike about me?
So we've already answered it then, haven't we?
Was you...
That
See, a lot of people say this, and I think I agree. I've said that I can be quite selfish with certain things, but we all kind of take it as a bit of a joke and laugh about it a lot. Like, I'm quite selfish. I don't like to share things, blah 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 blah. But I'm not. I want to explain that I'm not a selfish person. Like, as a whole, I'm not. You know, if there was something really important, or if we're talking like a real life situation, something's going on, I'm not going to be selfish.
no, I think the selfishness and the low level of it comes from, I suppose, being an only child.
Yeah.
And I suppose you think that some things are your just God-given rights.
Like what?
Yeah, I'm fern. I'm loud. It's me.
So we've got 2 left. Question 14. Do you dislike any of my friends or anyone in a relationship that I've had? So anyone that I know or that maybe I've introduced to you or you know of? Not naming people, but I can bleep things. Or do you dislike anyone?
I don't think I dislike any of your immediate peers, you know, your peer group, because you've grown up in a very good group of people.
Yeah.
I can dislike exes,
Yeah.
you know, them that do you wrong.
Yeah. But I think even myself, I'm not... I've got to a point, and I think where I'm growing more as a person. I said this before, like, I just try not to hold a grudge against anything, so I try not to think about the past too much. Like, when you're younger, and I think in a relationship, say if you're like 17, 18, you're going to be really petty, you're going to want to hate that person in your life or a friend that's done you wrong. But I just think there's no point going through life holding grudges against people, because it's such a waste of energy.
It eats you up
think
more
of
than
that.
it hurts the other person holding a grudge. You're the one that ends up angry or hurt or resentful.
There's just no
And
point
it's just
holding
taking
on
up your
to it.
time. No,
Yeah.
just let it go.
Let it go, forget about it,
Let
move
it go.
on. Let it go.
I knew you were going to sing
Let it
that.
go. Can't hold it back. Have you put something on him?
No.
You have? That's stuff.
Oh, sonnets for his ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye. No one that you really
No.
dislike as such, it's just people who may have done me wrong. You're obviously going to have a...
Yeah. But again, that's not something that I would hold in, and if I saw them walking down the street, I'd be like, I'm never going to speak to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. See, I'd be like that with, what's his name? Karis's ex.
Oh,
That's something I feel like I can't let go of.
yeah, but that's not like
No,
you,
I
is it?
know.
So
But that's me, like, holding a grudge against something that's not even my situation.
yeah, I think if any of us saw him, we'd like.
If you don't, my cousin's ex basically was just a twat, and I hated him from the get-go, actually. I just really didn't like
He's a
him.
knob.
And then last question, question 15. What's one piece of advice you would give to me or your younger self?
One piece of advice I would give to you would be to keep on reaching for the stars. Just keep on pushing yourself, keep on driving, never settle for anything less than what you're worth. And if it was a message to my younger self, I'd repeat that and actually, you know, follow through with it instead of giving up on some of the things that maybe I did when I was younger.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. They weren't that bad.
They weren't that bad. They weren't that bad. I suppose some of them I knew would have been coming, and I can't wait for my revenge when I get to do the same and ask Fern her questions.
So yeah, I think that's what we're planning on doing as well, is Mum's going to find a bunch of questions to ask me, because again, that's another video that's been going around a lot, is your parents actually asking you what other people's parents might be a little bit afraid to ask their children, maybe don't want to bring it up, want to know something about them that their child just would not tell them, secrets they've kept. So yeah, if you do want to see that video, make sure you give this one a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you want to see that, and if you enjoyed this and getting to know my mum a little bit more and her antics as a child.
You want some wacky backy? Come and see me.
Okay.
Maybe not, because I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but you would.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say
If anyone
no.
else has got some, bring some to me.
Please don't come to our house. That brings us to the end of this video.
Oh my god, Dad watches this.
That brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Of course the dog's going to make an appearance. I don't actually know where my cat is, because usually he's in the shot of photos that we take. But yeah, like I said, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I would absolutely love that. And yeah,
Do it.
Do it. Just do it. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon.
Bye.
Bye.